This year's IPL season has just come to an end, with CSK grabbing their 5th title in a 3-day thrilling final. To honor the past 2 months of many of our lives, I tried to create an IPL 2023 combined Best 11 with some help from the data, and the result might surprise you. To start off, I compiled a list of roles needed for the team. First, we need some batsmen who can make use of the power play. Specifically, we need 3 batsmen with the following characteristics. Their strike rate in the power play should be above 150 to ensure they go hard up front. Their average should be above 50 to ensure consistent scoring. And their runs scored in the power play should be above 100 to ensure that they score a lot of runs in that phase. The 3 batsmen who met all the above criteria, unsurprisingly, are Faf du Plessis, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill. Gill will play at number 3 for this team, since he has a pretty high middle over strike rate of 163 and a middle over average of 73, meaning he can carry on even after the power play. Next, we need some quality middle order batsmen at numbers 4 and 5 who can maintain a high scoring rate. They should have a strike rate above 150, an average above 50, and a total of at least 200 plus runs in the middle overs. Additionally, they should have a strike rate above 140 against spinners, since they will face the majority of balls from spinners in the middle overs. Only 3 batsmen satisfy these criteria, with one of them already being in our team, Shubman Gill. The other 2 will be our number 4 and 5 batsmen. At number 4, we have the explosive Surya Kumar Yadav, and at number 5, we have our wicketkeeper batsman Heinrich Klaassen, both of whom have been phenomenal in the middle order for their respective teams. Now, we need a finisher, someone who can hit hard in the death overs without losing their wicket too often. To find this player, I filtered based on the following criteria. He should have a death strike rate above 180, a death average above 45, and a total number of runs scored in the death overs above 100. This search resulted in 2 players, out of which only one can make our team. And that player, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the superstar Rinku Singh. His 5 sixes in a row that led KKR to win from an impossible situation still play back in the minds of many GT fans. I don't think many will argue with my choice here. The other player from the search will also be included in our team later on. Before we continue, I've got a fun quiz for you guys. Who do you think has the highest strike rate against spin this season? The only criteria is that he should have scored at least 100 runs in total to avoid any flukes. Let me know in the comment section and I'll pin the right answer. Moving on, we've got our premium fast opening bowlers up next. These guys should have at least 10 wickets along with an economy rate of under 8 in the power play, as we want wickets in the power play that come cheaply. Here, 3 bowlers come up, and I don't think anyone will be surprised when they hear their names. First up is Mohammad Shami, who has taken 28 wickets this season, with 17 of them being in the power play. Next is Trent Boult, the master of swing. He has had a pretty mediocre season, bagging only 13 wickets, but lucky for us, 10 of those have been in the power play. Lastly, we have India's ever-energetic Mohammad Siraj. He has been phenomenal this season, with an economy rate of just 6.54 in the power play. For team building purposes, I can only have 2 of these on my team, so I'll be going with Shami and Boult for variety. Siraj won't be forgotten though. Now, we need some spinners for the middle overs. These guys need to be absolutely elite, as they'll be controlling the bulk of the game. They can't afford to concede more than 8 runs per over between overs 7 and 16, while still taking more than 10 wickets in that period. Luckily, we have 2 of the very best who fulfill this criteria, Ravindra Jadeja and Rashid Khan. I don't think you can ask for a better spin duo. They'll also come in handy for some power hitting at the back end. Lastly, we need a death bowler, someone who can restrict the big hitters at the end. And what better way to do that than to take wickets? 2 bowlers in particular have been outstanding this season in the death, and it's no surprise that both their teams reached the finals. You know who I'm talking about, Matisha Patirana and Mohit Sharma. Since we have filled up our overseas slots, I'll go with Mohit Sharma for this one. There you have it, that's the full... Wait a minute, you didn't think I forgot about the impact sub rule, did you? For those of you who might not know, this year the IPL introduced a new rule, one which allowed a player to be subbed off after his job was done. meaning a team could play with 12 specialists. This rule greatly changed the way the teams played, as they could stack their batting order and hit the ball freely. The numbers tell the same story. In this year's IPL, we've had double the number of 200 plus scores than in any other year prior. As my impact subs, I decided to go with one opening batsman, one finisher, one spinner, one opening bowler, and a death bowler as well, all of whom fulfill the criteria I listed above. For our top order batsman, we've got Cameron Green, who has been scoring at over 175 in the power play with an average of 56. For the finisher role, the numbers show Vijay Shankar as the best option, as he's been striking at a massive 284 in the death at an average of 65.5. Who would have thought? For the opening bowler slot, we obviously have Siraj, whom we left out earlier. The impact spinner was chosen to be Ravi Ashwin, who has had an impressive season, taking 12 wickets in the middle overs at a strike rate of 15.4 balls per wicket. Lastly, Matisha Pathirana completes the list of impact players as the death bowler. There you have it, IPL 2023's best combined 11. Now that is a dangerous looking team. Of course, the best team in reality was CSK, but we can fantasize, can't we? If you like this video, you'll find the video on my right pretty interesting, where I correctly predicted that CSK would win the IPL halfway through the season. Go on, I'll see you there.